Enzyme is highly selective and fast-acting, which can contribute to fast response in biosensor. However, the use of enzyme is expensive as the enzyme needs to be extracted and purified, which indicate high cost. Besides, the enzyme may lose its activity and denature in high temperature. One of the well-known biosensor using enzyme as bioreceptor is glucose biosensor using enzyme glucose oxidase. So, let's start with the second one, which is tissue material. Tissue material has abundant enzyme existed. It provides benefits such as longer lifetime as enzymes are stable in their natural environment, easier immobilization and relatively cheap. However, there exist disadvantages of using tissue is the lack of specificity due to the interference of other enzymes and longer response time. Let's move on to the third part, whole cells. Cells are often used in bioreceptor because they are sensitive to surrounding environment and they can respond to all kinds of stimulants. They are more tolerant to pH and temperature change, leading to longer lifetime and definitely a cheaper source than enzyme. However, they may need longer response time as substrate needs to diffuse into cytoplasm and less selective. Whole cells are commonly used to detect global parameter like stress condition. Next, antibody can also be used as bioreceptor. Biosensor using antibody are known as immunosensor. Antibody-based sensor permit the rapid and sensitive analysis of a range of pathogens and associated toxins. The specific nature of the antibody-antigen interaction can offer the biosensor a very high selectivity and ultra-sensitive property. However, no catalytic effect and the affinity binding reaction is very strong, causing difficulty in reversing the reaction. The fifth one is nucleic acid. Biosensor employ nucleic acid interactions are known as genosensor. Based on the principle of complementary base pairing in DNA, the use of nucleic acid as bioreceptor offers high selectivity and ultra-sensitive in biosensor. However, same as antibody, their disadvantages are no catalytic effect and very harsh binding reaction is their main drawback. So, here come the last one, aptamers. Aptamers are oligonucleotide or peptide molecules that bind to a specific target molecules. Aptamers can be isolated to bind to almost any target of choice, from small molecules to whole cells and microorganisms. Therefore, aptamers have advantages of high affinity for their target, highly stable and selective.
Wow, you are so smart! And I learned a lot about biosensor now. Thank you for your information.
Created using Powtoon.